So tonight I'll sing a song to all my friends, also to those we won't be seeing again, to those I knew and those I still adore, and I want to see once more. I just pray that you will love me and trust me, laugh with me and cry with me, spend those silent times with me, love me evermore, love me evermore. You and I were lovers, our dreams were not sound by love, and when my friends betray, meant you never would be my wife. Harsh words were said and lies were told instead. I didn't ever mean to make you cry.
Mesdames and messieurs, good evening. On that stormy day that announced the end of spring, my friend and I arrived in Paris, where the boy awaited us. I tremble in silence at these long-buried emotions that seep out as the hour of reunion draws near.
Oh, this must be your visitor.
Your Excellency, if you don't mind, I'd really like you to join us for dinner after you've had a chance to meet my parents. Will you?
If it is not too much trouble.
No. After all, you are responsible for saving our son's life.
You are welcome in our home, Your Excellency. Good fortune and long life to our new friend, the Count of Monte Cristo. I must say, sir, I'm embarrassed that you know of the Janina campaign. It's been a long time. It's true many people praise me as a hero, but to a soldier, such things mean very little. After all, nothing good ever results from destruction.
No. These idyllic times in which we live were built on sacrifice. At any rate, that's my opinion. I expect that the far corners of the galaxy are echoing with the name of General Morcerf by now.
You honor me by saying so.
Oh dear. Wasn't the food to your liking, Your Excellency?
Not at all. Please, Madame, think nothing of it. Over the years, I seem to have fallen into the habit of eating very little.
I understand exactly how you feel, sir. As I advance in my years, I find myself more and more weary of extravagant meals such as this one.
It also seems that lately I seldom sleep anymore.
I'm amazed that you've managed to stay healthy.
It is because of these.
Some sort of space rations?
In the course of wandering the sea of stars for so long, my body and soul have changed beyond recognition.
Even so, I hope that you will at least try to eat something this evening. The thought of neither sleeping nor eating is too sad to bear.
Perhaps it is. Very well, then. I shall sample this dish for you, Madame.
Thank you.
This taste brings back memories.
Memories, sir?
I once experienced delightful cooking such as this in the south of France.
You've been making this dish for about as long as I can remember, right, Mother?
Yes.
By any chance, Madame, you wouldn't happen to be from Marseille, would you?
No, sir.
My wife has no connection to such a vile and barbaric province. Isn't that right, Mercedes, dear?
Yes.
Barbaric, huh?
What's the matter?
It's just that one of my friends is from Marseille. His name is Maximilien Morel. He's a really nice person.
Morel.
Forgive me my rude inquiry. I certainly did not mean to offend.
Of course.
Our family traces its roots back to an old and powerful Catalan family, and this soup has been a specialty of my wife's ever since she was a young girl.
Oh, I see. So you and the Countess were childhood friends, then?
Yes, we were.
Which explains why you seem so close. I am jealous beyond words.
I had no idea that it was possible for a man like you to be jealous of anyone, Your Excellency.
Yes, of course it is. When faced with a man of your father's caliber.
Bring His Excellency something more to drink. His glass is quite empty.
I hope that you'll stay for as long as your time permits. Sitting around the table with you like this, it almost feels as if you're part of the family.
What a maddening scent this is.
Excellency? It comes from the muscat grapes.
I hope my visit hasn't left you too fatigued.
No. Please forgive me for insisting that you eat that soup earlier this evening. I hope I didn't cause you discomfort.
No, Madame. I had always hoped to enjoy that delicious flavor again. It was a sublime experience for me.
It was a simple rustic dish, but it makes me happy to hear you say that you liked it. This reminds me of an old saying. If I remember it correctly, it goes, "Those who share bread and salt and fellowship under the same roof become eternal friends."
I believe that tradition comes from Eastern space.
Yes, which means that we will now become good friends for all of eternity. Isn't that nice?
Yes, it is. Unfortunately, this is not Eastern space. It is Paris. And in Paris, people won't share their bread and salt, and everlasting friendship is impossible. Your soup was truly delicious. Warm and sweet, it unlocked such memories. It is something which gives comfort, like a breeze blowing across the Mediterranean Sea.
Count, I was wondering if you were familiar with the town of Marseille.
You could say that I am aware of it. But perhaps it'd be more accurate to say I never truly knew it at all.
Infidelity, adultery, dalliances in the dead of night. You aristocrats are as energetic as the rumors among the peasants say you are.
You can spare me your crude comments. The Count happens to be a friend of mine.
Honestly, you're such a child. If people could become friends simply by sharing bread and salt with each other, life would be simpler.
What are you talking about?
You'll get it, little boy, sooner or later.
I am most grateful to you for allowing me to experience a day such as I had today.
Not at all. I'm glad that I had the opportunity to introduce you to my mother and father. To introduce a man I admire.
I had a thought. I would like to invite you to my residence on the Champs-Élysées in the near future.
I'd love to come. The Count of Monte Cristo is a mysterious man, don't you think?
Yes, but there is a sternness somewhere in him that keeps people at arm's length.
Yeah, well, that just means compared to the Count, the people of Paris are dull.
Albert!
I don't know if you realize this, Mother, but there's more to the world than Paris. Out beyond the city walls, there's a whole world that's endlessly captivating.
I think you've changed since your journey to Luna, Albert.
I've not yet finished with my journey, Mother. It's just beginning.
Please don't go to worlds too far removed from our own. And you should exercise some moderation in your association with the Count.
Oh, please, Mother, enough. You're beginning to sound just like Franz, you know?
Well, even though he seems a bit shady, having our family establish ties with him might not be a bad thing, especially with this family about to throw its hat into the political arena.
Good grief, why do aristocrats have to eat like this all the time?
Dinner parties, high teas. It's probably because they don't have anything else to do.
In other words, if you took away the gluttony, lust, and avarice, there really wouldn't be anything left.
You just watch your mouth, young lady.
Didn't you think their guest today was rather elegant, handsome, and mysterious?
I'm not so sure. He wasn't very refined.
That may be true, but he had a pretty good thing going with the mistress underneath the grapevine trellis.
How surprising. I'd always believed that the master was the one and only man in the world for the mistress.
I think that any society lady would fall for that count if he worked his magic.
Will you please give it a rest already?
Think what you want, but that was definitely the face of a woman in love.
If you keep this up, I'm going to report you.
Oh, I'm scared.
That's preposterous. Mother's the last person in the world who would do that. Mother? Who's in that picture she's looking at?
Do you think I'm a terrible man?
No. I will stay at your side for as long as I live. Even if that means walking down the path to ruin.
It is not we who will be ruined. I have come home, Father. Finally.
You're still here?
Oh!
Hey, don't touch those!
I hate to break it to you, but I've gotten into your father's good graces, so I'll be staying here for a while.
His good graces?
It means that your father is a man just like any other.
Why don't you give those bad jokes a rest?
Okay, then, setting aside your father for the moment, the one that I'd be worried about if I were you as your mother.
What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, she was standing there staring wistfully at that picture of a young man.
You saw that?
Yes, it was definitely a picture of a young man, and that young man wasn't your father. I understand. If my mother was wistfully staring at a picture of some stranger, I'd be depressed too.
That's enough! Get out!
Yes, sir.
Eugenie, you're here? I didn't know.
Ever the late riser, I see.
Why are you dressed like that?
Why not?
For you, skirts just don't work.
Look, I didn't come here to see you, Albert.
Then why'd you have me dragged out of bed?
Let her be. I'm the one who had you woken up, Albert. Is something wrong?
No, ma'am.
Eugenie is your fiancée, isn't she? I think it's only natural that you should greet her when she's over.
Sure, I suppose. Are you going somewhere?
Oh, we're just going out to do a little shopping together.
So, are you ready to go, Madame?
Yes.
That reminds me. What's this I hear about the Count of Monte Cristo inviting you to his house?
How did you know?
I heard about it from Franz. He said that the Count called and asked he and Maximilian to go too.
They were invited? What the? Peppo, what are you doing?
Oh, hello there, Albert.
Don't oh hello me, and don't play around with my mother's jewelry.
Oh, but they're so pretty.
If my father sees you, there'll be hell to pay, and you'll lose your position here.
Fine, all right. I'll put them back then, right where I found them. You're dying to know what's in there, aren't you? It's almost like your mother's secret treasure is hidden inside.
No way.
Oh, please, there's no such thing as a human being who doesn't have secrets, you know. Just like you and I share a certain secret night.
That only happened because I was tricked by you.
If you ever want that lock opened, call me anytime. I specialize in getting into people's drawers.
Stop being so damn crude and get back to work!
Okay, fine.
Can't be. Why would Mother have a picture of the Count? This is ridiculous. What am I so damn worried about?
His Excellency the General, Ten Hut! Just look at him.
How do I look? It's not too strange, is it?
It looks wonderful on you, sir.
Excuse me, could you maybe dress a little duller?
Thanks a lot.
Well, what I think is that for a visit to the Count's place, that outfit isn't quite flamboyant enough.
Not flamboyant enough?
What in the world? Albert, what is that? What in the hell are you wearing?
What's wrong with it?
Where do I even begin?
I'll never understand the ways of you aristocrats.
You look like some kind of pirate.
Hey, wait a minute. What are you doing here, Beauchamp?
You really don't expect me to miss my chance to get some exclusive photos of the Count's mansion, do you?
Oh, brother. And here I'd hoped to go there all by myself.
On that day when I first met you, you made me realize that there is always hope, regardless of the circumstances in which you might find yourself. I will never forget that lesson. Never.
Hope. When I was flung out of the Chateau d'If into the cold, black void of space, hope was the only thing I had in my possession. Nothing else.
Are you sure?
This is it. Number 30, Champs-Élysées. No doubt about it.
It's a lot more austere than I expected it to be. Considering the Count, I was expecting the sort of place that would drive a commoner into a rage if he saw it.
Good day and welcome, messieurs. We have been expecting your arrival.
Early Rococo, huh? And not Revival either.
Amazing, huh?
Well, it's a bit too far removed from my world.
I beg your pardon for the delay. Please allow me to show you to His Excellency now.
What the hell?
We're going down.
Where are we going? Baptistin?
Stopped.
Welcome, messieurs. His Excellency awaits.
Wait, that's...
Even the floor and columns are gold. The man has expensive tastes. Where in the world do you think he could have gotten this much gold?
Now I really think there's something fishy about him.
At this rate, I bet his bed and pillows are gonna be solid gold, too. I could never sleep with all this glare.
Hey, wait! Look at that!
Isn't that...
the sea?
No, wait. Look at that sky!
It's artificial?
Unbelievable. This alone would make one hell of a story.
This is amazingly beautiful. I recognize this.
That look suits you quite well, Sir Pirate.
Excellency! Why?
If you don't mind, I would like you to have this, good Sir Pirate. I was given this fine blade by a certain ship's navigator. Perhaps it will serve to protect you, as well as to carve a path for you. A path to your future.
Used to be, and what you see is not what it seems. I travel through space to be with you here. What you don't know, you shouldn't fear. Till I strike. You won't see me coming. You won't see me coming. Till I strike.
Sometimes the part of us that selflessly thinks of others clashes with the selfish love of our emotions. Next, Gankutsuou, the Count of Monte Cristo. Act 5. Do you love your fiancé? Bide your time and hold out hope.